So if someone was to start with us, with the client, as a client, they might call us, or we also have options on the internet for them to read about us. But when they come in the clinic, their first visit will be a new assessment. So basically they'll come in, we'll spend a whole hour usually with this client.
Wow.
That whole hour can involve anything from the assessment sort of side, where we're talking, looking at scans, doing our tests to their muscle tests and things. And then in that first hour, it's quite common that we're going to cover quite a bit of treatment already, because we leave plenty of time so we can cover all the bases in that first session. So they'll sort of go through some initial treatments. We'll obviously do some explaining about the diagnosis and really outlining probably a pretty good plan of where they should go from here. So we want them to know if they need one hands-on treatment or if they need to go straight into the rehab model. Are they better in group sessions, or are they better in personalised one-on-one sessions?
You do group stuff as well?
We do some groups, yeah. I mean, to make an affordable thing with them, what we do is keep the personalised program. And so they might end up doing 2 or 3 of these private sessions initially, and then we keep their personalised program but put them in with a couple people in the same group, where I can monitor everyone individually, and they have their personalised program, but we can bring the cost right down for them, because I can manage to sort of work with a few different people in the one area, but still give them that personalised approach.
Wow.
So it just means it's a much more cost-effective model, where they can come in, do their private sessions, and then move into their sort of personalised group sessions, and then that becomes a really great way for them to continue to have ongoing treatment. I mean, most of these guys that have had chronic injuries, they're not going to be fixed in one session, and I think they understand that, but they want to be with someone that can have a long-term approach to their injury and help them get to their result.
So it's come in, I do the initial 1 hour consultation first, that'll include some treatment. And what would be a typical kind of a plan after that?
So then following up with another private session. And in that private session, we would choose whether they would have hands-on, whether they would have do the rehab program, the Pilates rehab program, or need anything else, and they could do a little bit of all in that one session. And then we'd probably sort of find from there they might need 1 or 2 more privates, or they can move into the group sessions, and they would sort of probably buy a bit of a package to do with sort of 5 or 10 group sessions to commit to that. And around that, we would then set up all the home exercise stuff for them and get that really going.
From the app?
Yeah, from the
app. So I could start to work on myself through the week. So that I can see greater results, on the weekly visits.
Yeah, exactly. So if the standard person came in for that sort of basic package, they'd come in for their assessment, do a private session the next week, and then they maybe do 5 group sessions after that. So that would take them for the roughly the 7 weeks or so. And then during that time, they'd be working on the home program at home during that 7 weeks, and maybe doing that 2 or 3 times a week at home, so that they'd be getting all that treatment in that 7 weeks for that first package.